Hey, superstars, this is Alease, your online marketing and branding coach, and welcome to day 5 of the power of branding. Today, we're going to talk about the 3 branding mistakes to avoid. And so I wanted to end today on it doesn't sound like it's going to be a positive note, but I just want to end on the day with, hey, I gave you some really good tips on how to get your brand started, how to stand out from everyone else. Let's talk about what mistakes that I see, and I'm seeing them right now. You know, I'm right now. I'm on my page. I'm seeing them. Is that that's so sudden? That I see them quite often. So I want to talk about these 3 brand mistakes that I see that I really believe are holding you back from seeing success on your business page and making money from the products and services that you have to offer. So I am doing my typical sharing right now. So if you guys can go ahead and hit the share button and share this podcast today. And I really greatly appreciate that. And if you guys caught my show yesterday, I talked about that I finally have come up with a name for my podcast. And I am going to be sharing the 3 different graphics that I want to use for my podcast. And I want your input. So I think I'm going to share that tomorrow. And I want y'all's feedback to choose which best graphic will showcase my podcast. And then you'll get to see what the name of the podcast is also. Okay. And so just a little bit about what my plans are for the podcast is that we are going to continue to do this on a weekly basis, Monday through Friday. It looks like 5 o'clock has been a really good time for me that I know I can commit to and sit down and do this every day, Monday through Friday. And they are always shared on YouTube. And they're also, I do a recap on my blog post of all the shows for the week so that you guys can look at it and grab it and listen to it and etc. And I'm also going to be uploading this to Podbean, which is a podcast hosting site. So look forward to that coming really soon. Matter of fact, coming next week. So, you know, I'm not about playing. All right. So let's get into the topic for today. This is the 3 branding mistakes to avoid. It's not going to take me long to discuss these because everyone knows what I'm talking about. I don't have to do a lot of explanation on it. I just want you to just be aware and check to see if you're doing these. Okay. So number one thing that I see, and I'm going to talk about this more so from my clients because I've heard them say that this is happening. This is what they're doing. And the one thing that I see is or know of and have discussed is that there are hidden profiles or private accounts. Now on Instagram, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Your account is private. But on Facebook, you might not realize that your personal profile you have hidden from people or it's not searchable or whatever the button you have chosen. Let's talk about why that's not a good idea. And for Instagram, if you're running a business and you have a private account, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. You might think that having this gatekeeper kind of rule makes you more desirable, but it really, for some of us who are really interested in buying and really knowing who you are and what you have to offer, that is really a red flag to us. Like, what the heck? Private account and you have a business doesn't make sense. Okay. But if you also have a hidden personal profile, a lot of my clients tell me this, that they don't want their family and friends to know what they're doing. And I get it if you think your job is going to, it's going to conflict with your job, but I'm going to be real honest. Dang, if you got to hide what you're doing to make your life better and to live a lifestyle that you want from your family and friends, then you need a new family and you need new friends. And that's the real talk. I don't know no other way around it. I don't know how to sugarcoat it. And I said this last week, or not last week. I talked about this yesterday. I'm not about sugarcoating anything. So if you have a hidden profile, then it's telling me that you don't really exist online, because if I find your business page, now guys, I'm just going to be real with you. And if it's not just me that does this, if I find your business page, I am going to search for your personal page also to see if the two line up. right? So if you are all sweet and nice and positive and giving out affirmations and saying, you live a great life and blah, 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 and I go to your personal page and it's a contradiction of what you're saying on your business page, then that doesn't match up. And I'm not the only one who's doing this, okay? So, but if I notice that your profile is unsearchable, then I'm going to think, so what's she hiding? What's going on? And then I'm not going to follow you. I'm not going to buy from you, honestly. And if you're saying, well, Alease, my personal page is my personal page. Well, I'm going to say, boo, this is a business. Now you can, create another Facebook page just for your family if you want to. Or how about this? I don't know if you know this. You can create a list of you can select who sees your post. So if you start going through your friend list and selecting people who are family members, right? You can put them in like their own little category. And then maybe you create another category of potential clients or coworkers, right? With people you work with. You can create a list like that. Then you can create a list of just free fall, just people in general, just friends that you definitely want to share your business with. So you can create several different lists within your friend list on your personal profile. And then when you get ready to go post, you can select who sees what. Right? So that should take care of that whole private or hidden profile thing that some of you might have. So if you have that, if your profile is hidden, or if you are like, I don't want my family and friends to know what I'm doing, then hey, that's find another way that you can share what you are offering, because you're missing out on an opportunity. Your friends and family are going to be the ones who are probably going to refer you more than anybody else. I know my family does, okay? And some of them don't even understand what I do, but they still say, hey, I know my cousin talks about business. I don't know exactly what she does. You might want to talk to her. Okay. I've got people who say my sorority sisters, okay, who refer me. So guys, don't have this hidden profile at all. Be more proactive and use your family and your friends to become your referral engine. They are not out. Everyone is not out there to harm you. Believe me. A lot of people really admire people who step out on faith and step outside of their comfort zone. You'll be amazed at how many people. Now, will you have haters? Yeah, you'll have haters. We all have haters. But let me just tell you this. If you got a few haters, that means you're doing something. If you ain't got no haters, that means you ain't doing anything. Okay. So I'm going to move on from that. And let's move on to number two. Number two, if you have a logo or an odd like profile image as your image for your profile, you need to change that. People want to do business with people face to face, so they want to see your picture. So if your profile picture is of your logo, your business logo, especially on your personal page, you should not do that, okay? You should have a picture of yourself. And if it's a picture that's odd that you just can't make out, like it's just odd, or is it a picture of your dog or whatever, please guys, change that. And you want to put your picture, your face up in that profile, because people do business with people. People do not do business with logos. Okay. They don't do business with dogs or cats or whatever kind of animal you might have in your profile. And you might say, again, Alease, this is my profile. I can do whatever. And you're correct. You can do that. Okay. But I'm talking about people who are interested in taking their business to another level. I'm not talking about someone who is on Facebook for personal reasons, which really that's what Facebook is for. But hey, everyone is on there. So it's like going to a party and not telling someone that you do business. Okay. That's how I see Facebook. It's a large party of people, of potential clients that I can network with and connect with. So I want them to know who I am. I want them to see my smiling face. I want them to see my squished up eyes when I smile all big. But you want to definitely include a picture of yourself, a good picture. And I know on your personal profile, and this has been a feature on Facebook for quite a while, that on your personal page, you can actually upload like I think a 20-second or a 10-second video. But again, if that's what you're going to do, I haven't done that. I haven't even tried to do it yet. But if that's what you want to do, make sure that it definitely has a little clip of you. Okay. So people can see who they are actually dealing with. Okay. All right. So that was number 2. Number three, I sort of touched on this somewhere in one of my days, but here's the real. Don't let what other people are doing stop you from doing what you are doing. Okay. And that is, you want to call it haterade, or you want to call it the greenhead monster, or whatever it might be. But looking at what other people are doing can distract you a lot. Stay in your lane. Keep your blinders on and keep focusing on what you do. What they are doing right now, you don't know what their story is and how they have gotten there, okay? Because it has taken some people years. Believe me, if y'all could go back to see some of my previous Facebook pages, my gosh, I was struggling. And I'm in my own eyes, I'm still not there. I don't know, I'm always a work in progress. So keep the jealousy or comparing yourself. That's a big one. Stop comparing yourself to what other people are doing. Stay where you are in your lane. God has a plan for only you. He ain't shared his plan with you, her, and then say that you guys all have to have the same thing, doing the same thing. That's not what he does. And that's not his plan. So stay in your lane, stay focused. Don't compare yourself. A lot of people don't say, oh, they got great lighting, or, ooh, she speaks so well, or, ooh, she looks so good. Guys, everyone, you are you, and people are going to do business with you, not all the other people or whatever extra things they have. They have better lighting, whatever, Again, if you went to my YouTube video, and you can see some of my videos were so dark. Some of them I struggle with speaking and talking. But I can tell you what that was. I wasn't speaking from my own voice. But now I don't really care. I just say whatever. I'm just going to share the truth with you. I call it the real. But that's just who I am. And that's what I want you to do too. So stop looking at what other people do. I know. It's hard to do because people are flashing up on your Facebook page all the time. But just say, hey, congratulate them in your mind and say, oh, that girl is kicking butt. One day I'm going to get to that level, or one day I'm going to exceed that level. But just don't allow jealousy or comparing yourself or haterade to get in the way of you building your brand and building a successful business and a lifestyle that you've always dreamed of living. Okay. So that's today's 3 branding mistakes that to avoid. I hope that helped. That is going to end this week's Power of Branding. This show was sponsored by my business and branding toolkit. If you have not grabbed it yet, you need to go to aleasemichelle.com/toolkit. I just uploaded a new worksheet, and it is 78 or 79. I can't remember. I think it's 79. 79 things to ask on Facebook, like questions to ask on Facebook. Again, today, guys, I asked a question about, do you make up your bed? I got over, let me see. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to tell you exactly how many comments I have on this question. Let me scroll down to see. So far, I have 94 comments on this one question that I said, do you make your bed every day? Wow. And guess what happens when you have engagement like that on your page? This is on my personal page. Facebook says, oh my gosh, this must be the page that everyone wants to look at. Let me share it and share it and share it with other people. Okay. That's a good thing. So use questions to increase your engagement, which Facebook is going to love, and they're going to show your content to more people. So if you have not, and you need those 79 different questions that you can possibly ask on Facebook, you need to go to my business and branding toolkit. Okay. It's at aleasemichelle.com/toolkit. toolkit to grab it. All right. So guys, you have a awesome and blessed weekend, and I will be talking to you. I'll be talking to you Sunday. If you guys hop on with me, I am live Sunday, Facebook Live, and I will be talking about how to create your own successful coaching program. So that's going to be Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So you get to see me live. So I hope to see you there. If not, then you can join me Monday for our weekly podcast. And I can't wait to share with you the name of the show. All right, guys. So have a great day, blessed day. Don't party too hard on the weekend, and always be your best. Talk to you later.